Today's the day that we cross the Continental Divide. They said we never get across the Mojave, and they said we never get out of California. They said we never get across the Rockies, and here we are. It's perfect weather, it's a perfect day, and it's a lovely day for a walk. See you there.
It's 8.8 to the summit, downhill from there.
More emotionally drained than being at the top of that summit with all of us singing and looking back and looking at all our faces and the flags waving.
Red Rocks was a really beautiful sight, but we had such terrible weather then. I didn't even want to get out of my tent to see Pete Seeger, who came to perform for us. But I finally did, and I'm really glad I did, because that night was magic.
At least this you can survive. Nuclear weapons, you can't. I mean, there's no way you can climb under a tent. There's no way, and there is no such thing as a shield. You think the tent leaks, wait till you see the shield. Yeah, that whole thing. So I think what you're doing is really very important, and people all over America are watching this and your dedication, and I thank you, because a lot of other people may be casual about our whole planet's future, but you aren't, and let's hope you wake them up. Thank you very much for waking up and waking everybody else up.
All the way to Washington.
Will you make it?
They're telling them to make Colorado a nuclear free zone. You do that.
In the 80s, it takes much more of a commitment, a personal commitment, to be out here, because I know I would give anything to be able to go with these people for 8 months, but I can't leave my job, and I'm sure a lot of these people couldn't either, but did it anyway, and that is a hell of a thing.
I think the first phase of the Peace March was getting to Denver. And right now we're in the doldrums. We're just out here in the cornfields, and all the schools are out. We're not really being active and going out and doing the education outreach. We are hot, we're tired, we've been doing these 20-mile days. There are no trees, and we all feel we want to go somewhere, just escape and be away for a while, but we don't know where we want to go.
The tent is missing. Here it is. Goddamn way to make a living.
There is a God.
Absolutely delicious weather. I think the temperature ran about 90, 95. I think the humidity ran about the same. A lot of times, of course, the day you say, hey, what am I doing here?
All the shady spots are gone.
I'm just really depressed. I cried myself to sleep last night, and my tent mate and our neighbors were also crying, and we couldn't even sleep. We were sort of tossing and turning and sitting up. I don't know, just there doesn't seem to be any purpose right now. We're walking through these towns, and they have felt like ghost towns. And I think that is doing something to us also, psychologically. The fact that here we are walking these long hot days, we come into a little town where hardly anybody's out on the street. We walk by through little residential areas and you see somebody peering out a window. I think back when we first got into Nebraska, some of us went to a couple of bars and we talked to the local farmers, which was really nice. And the one thing I noticed, though, was that many farmers would say to us, "You're not going to have any impact." And the more I heard them talking about their depressed economy, I began to understand why they were saying that to us.
We are the poorest business people in the world. We have no control of our markets. We just produce. That's all we do. We don't have any say about what we're going to get for our crops after we get them produced, or our livestock, or anything else.
Everything we sell is below the cost of production. These beans are worth about $4 a bushel. It costs about $5.50 to produce them, see?
You don't think that it could be real, that it could really be happening to you, that you're getting this letter, that your farm will be foreclosed on.
I hate to see the family farm concept destroyed, and that's what's happening now.
We don't want to give this land up to the corporations. This is settled by pioneer people, and there's still pioneer blood here, and we don't need them in our business.
Farmers have a really covert love for the land, and the pain and the grief of letting go of that is very, very profound and can have really devastating consequences on individuals and on a culture.
We're looking at people's lives and the future of lives, and I see a real close connection between saving a family farm and promoting peace in the world.
What's the use of getting a bigger bomb? What's the use of spending all this money when there's so much hurt going on right here in this country?
What does it mean to have the peace march on your land to you?
Well, I'm happy that they're trying. Everyone has to try something, and how successful they'll be, I don't know. I've had many unsuccessful things in my life that I really believed in, and it sure didn't all work out. But anyway, when people give up trying, then our country, in my judgment, is in trouble.
Somebody type the gear.
You know what locals do when there's a storm like this coming? They get in their car and they drive 10 miles east.
But no, it's like we recognize that this is part of the march. It's having days like this. People who are working were pulling those tractors out of the mud. Were you there this morning?
Yeah.
God. And just to see people accept that, it's like if this day had happened 6 weeks ago, people would have had enough energy to be really pissed off. You know?